Welcome to Balcony TV Auckland. I'm SIR-VERE here with MAITREYA. Is that how you say your name? MAITREYA?
Yeah, MAITREYA.
Nice. It's a nice name. We'll talk about that after you've performed a song, which is what song?
Sin City.
Cool. Take it away.
All right. Yeah.
Sin City, Sin City, cry, cry, Sin City, open your weary eyes.
Yeah. She had cancer, so there's no good answers, just sadness. 18 years old, cold with no more chances. She took that rope and hoped God would understand this. Last time I saw Kathy, she was drinking and dancing. Her best friend Celia, really a gem, so pure. At 16 we was drinking, she said she'd change the world for sure. I told her I thought life was cold and not warm. She told me she thought she was worth a whole lot more. Yo, I always sloppy, always got it just right. We used to smoke Camel cigarettes and just drive. We smoke camping, get blotto, get in plenty of trouble. We found each other at the bottom of an empty bottle. He told me everything would work out just fine. I told him he was probably drunk and just high. He told me I should rock these mics and bust rhymes. I told him he should pass the light and just drive through this. Yeah. Yeah, trying to survive, trying to stay high. Never mind getting ahead, we just trying to get by. Yeah. Sloppy told me life don't have any mottos. It's you and you only, ain't no friendly cuddles. At 12 years old, I had too many troubles. So when he offered me a drink, I was like, yeah, bo, a double. My brother Greg, wrong place, wrong time. Driving in that fast car, and that's how he died. Keep going through this all my life. Donald took the rope in 95, that's how we died. Dead broken, every day's a struggle to get by. Muddling our minds, we conquering suicide. We were broke-ass kids, had a middle-class school. I wanted their kicks, I wanted their food. 2 cheese sandwiches for lunch every day of my life, and my mother made miracles every night. I told Sloppy my fears and thoughts while we drank beers and talked. He told me life ain't fair, it's short in this. Yeah, my city. Yeah, we just trying to survive, trying to stay high. Man, never mind getting ahead, we just trying to get by. Yeah. I remember days just getting high, Hagley high. I remember days I hook a guy for a crocodile. We were out in the cold, numbed up from alcohol. In my city, alcohol has always been so out of control. That night I was drinking with Kathy like there was nothing to it. I didn't make it to a funeral, I couldn't do it. I think of Greg, Craig, Alan, Warren, Donald, and so many others we lost to the struggle. Sloppy told me I could rely on him, and I know that there ain't no lie in him. 10 years gone by feels like a breath of time. Sometimes I cry, I wish Greg was still alive. I remember that night when we screamed and we cried. It was all we could do just to dry each other's eyes. We just trying to survive, trying to stay high. Never mind getting ahead, we just trying to get by in this. Yeah, we trying to survive, trying to stay high. Never mind getting ahead, man, we just trying to get by. Yeah, babysitters, man, one more time. Yeah. Christchurch City, Auckland City, yeah.
Open your weary eyes.
Church.
Very nice. Great song.
Chabo.
Hey, you brought someone else with you today.
Yeah, man, this is DJ Noise Controller, aka Jason Currison from the Babysitters Club.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot to talk to you about your career today, because I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
So most recently, though, you won an international competition, the Cellar Band. Tell us really briefly about what that is and what it's done to your career now.
Yeah, Celiband is like, it's a website where you, as an artist, in a nutshell, you put your music up there, try and find heaps and heaps of fans who are going to pay for your next album. That's what it is. So yeah, you got to try and raise $50,000 US to do that, and I got 1,000 people to give me 50,000 bucks.
So how do you do that?
You put your music up there, music.
I mean, but you know.
Or how do I do that?
Yeah, how do you get people to buy into your idea?
You've really got to communicate your I guess your story. Like with hip hop, you got to communicate your story. You got to communicate your music and who you are. You know. So what I did was video diaries, like kind of like what we're doing right now. I'd do a video diary every couple of weeks and show them. I was living in New York at the time. Showed them what I was doing with shows and with hustling my music on the streets and whatever. And that just, it got people's imaginations. You know.
Sure. And then so you won it, recorded this record which you can get now, and then what happened next is like, you know, people bought into your idea. Where are you gonna take it?
Well, I took it back to Aotearoa, you know, like I was doing it, I did it in New York and I finished it in London, but I took it back to Aotearoa because, as you know, like, you know, that's as an MC, where you come from is really going to be really important to the story that you tell. So that's what my album's all about, my life, and I wanted to come home and release it here. I've got a heavy te reo Māori content in what I was doing. The first song that I released was Waitaha, and that's where I'm from, it's who I am, and I wanted to do that from home. Sure. So yeah, bro.
How do people, like, not everyone from New Zealand, from Aotearoa, would have supported your album project? It was people from other places. How do you get them to buy into what you're doing if they're not from where you were from?
Well, that was the hard thing. Well, in my head, I was doing the same thing. I was like, how am I going to get these people to understand who I am? One way is just being honest, being yourself, you know, and people seem to understand my journey and loved my music in that respect. But another thing that I did, I was like, what would Puff Daddy do? And so I started remixing other people's stuff, you know, the guys that were at #1 on the site. I remixed their stuff, put my verse on the top, and then they were like, oh, that's a mean remix, but who's that rapper? You know, and that's how I started to get their imaginations as well.
Nice, nice. So what's in the future for you now that you're back here? You've got this record. What are you going to do next?
Well, we've released Sin City, which is that jam there, and the album, which this is it here. That's for you, my bro.
Nice.
And bro, we've got my bro right here, Jason from Babysitters Club. That's our new crew, and we're just starting to do shows. Me, Jace, Selwyn, and Tim Skedden. So Babysitters Club is like the live aspect of what I'm doing right now as well too, you know. So we're taking the MAITREYA record on the road and the new Babysitters stuff. So yeah, bro, I mean, just heaps of performance, heaps of fun, man. Just trying to have a good time with it. So what's
the best place online to go discover all the stuff that you've been talking about?
Yeah, you can find everything at maitreya.co.nz, right? And that album there is on iTunes. You can just put in MAITREYA, Close to Home's the name of the album, and you can buy it there.
Awesome.
Yeah, bro.
Well, thanks for joining us on BalconyTV Auckland, man.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Cool.
Sure.